Welcome to Sports Jam for the week of June 10th. I'm John Jacobson.
I'm Jay Wilcox. It's our second to last show of the year, and we have plenty of postseason action for you. We'll hear from Champlin Park state-bound lacrosse teams, and our Sports Jam spotlight shines on Wayzata's boys golf team.
Now we'll get started with state track and field. The medal stand never seems to be lacking for athletes from the northwest suburbs at the state track and field meet. And a big crowd on hand Saturday for the Class AA finals at Hamlin. Girls 100 meters. Middle of your screen is Hopkins' Taylor Anderson. She is neck and neck with Alexandria's Wencia Johnson. Johnson looks like she'd won it, but Anderson actually wins by 1/100th of a second. Boys 100 meters. In the black top and blue shorts, another Hopkins athlete, Shahid Hickman. He places first, winning the race in 10.9 seconds. Wayzata sets a new state meet record in the 4x200 meter relay. Mike and James Smith, Chris Pearson, and anchor Jeff Borchard win in a time of 1 minute, 26.92 seconds. Osseo finishes second. In the girls 4x100, Hopkins quartet of Dami Manuel Moore, Siona Fitzhugh, and sisters Elise and Taylor Anderson, the anchor, win. They also set a state record with a time of 47.48 seconds. Girls 200 meters, a great race between Anderson of Hopkins and Phyllis Webb of Osseo and Orange. Webb gets the lean at the finish line to win in 24.83 seconds. Wayzata's relay of the Smith brothers plus Pearson and Obanaya Wamu capped the day by winning the boys 4x400 relay in 3 minutes, 17.06 seconds, is what some of the winners had to say after their races.
It's nice because I remember coming in as a little 8th grader, getting 9th every time. I've just moved up the ladder each year.
I mean, I was really just trying to focus on a good start. Like, my coach would tell me to have a good start, and then so it'd make it easier towards the end when I lift my knees. So I just try to focus on my starts.
We had a good feeling coming in. We had run some fast times, but just a matter of getting the baton around the track. So
I woke up, I almost had a heart attack because I was so nervous. And like my coaches were like, "You're gonna do fine. You know, you got this race," but I never downplay my competition because they made it here just like I did.
Here are the final Class AA team scores. Stillwater wins the boys title with Forest Lake in second. Wayzata is third, while Champlin Park ties for fourth. Minnetonka wins the Class AA girls. Hopkins has the top local finish, placing sixth. In Class A, the Breck Mustangs girls placed third behind Warroad and Blake.
One local baseball team is left after qualifying for the state tournament, the Wayzata Trojans. The Trojans needing to beat Edina twice for the 6th 3A title. Game 1, the top of the third, Edina's Mark Hanberg delivers a base hit through the hole that scores Ryan Searles, and it is 3-0 Hornets. The Trojans come back though. Nick Olmanson's hit the other way to right drops in. Christian Linhart scores, and it's a 2-out triple for Olmanson. In the bottom of the fourth, Joe Hubert with a base hit that'll score Thomas Nettleton. This starts a 4-run inning for the Trojans as they take the lead on the Hornets. To the top of the sixth, a nice double play by Wayzata. Michael Faco snags the line drive and doubles the runner off. And in the bottom of the sixth, Faco's ground ball will sneak through for a run-scoring hit. Edina rallies in the seventh, but Wayzata holds on to win 6-5, and they force a second game. In game 2, the Hornets start their ace, Matt Hoffner, and he keeps Wayzata scoreless through 4 innings. But in the bottom of the fifth, Faco comes through with a clutch 2-out hit. It'll score Matt Blanchard. It ties the game up at a run apiece. And Olmanson keeps the rally going. His hit scores Jordan Sell, and Wayzata takes a 2-1 lead. But Hoffner's a pretty good hitter, too. In the top of the sixth, he drills a ground rule double to right. It scores a run, and we are tied up. Wayzata goes back ahead in the bottom of the sixth. The squeeze is on, and Daniel Davis will score here on a wild pitch. And then Ryan Wallstead tosses a 2-hitter for Wayzata. The Trojans win it 4-2, and they are going to the state tournament.
This is a team that's really balanced from top to bottom. We don't rely on 2 or 3 guys to carry us through. When our leaders struggle, there's other guys that step up and get it done.
I knew our team. We had a bunch of battlers. We had a bunch of guys that want to compete. We had a bunch of guys that want to win. And throughout this section, that just continued to play through with the rest of the season. And honestly, I know we went down the first game to Edina, but I told my dad last night and this morning that I had a real good feeling about today, and we pulled it off.
Maple Grove made the final round in Section 5 3A baseball. The Crimson needing to sweep 2 from Coon Rapids to take the title. The Cardinals take an early lead. Anthony Merloza bounces to second. It's bobbled, but the Crimson get the out. Alex Boxwell scores to make it 2-0 in the first. In the third inning, Boxwell lifts a short fly ball to the left that drops in despite a diving try by Austin Bees. Tyler Kelm scores on the play, and the Cardinals take a 3-0 lead. With the infield in, Merloza grounds one through on the right side for a hit. Boxwell scores, and Coon Rapids is in command at 4-0. Maple Grove gets one back on the fourth. Ben Osborne's liner perfectly placed just inside the right field line. Jack Keebelek scores, and the Crimson pull within 4-1. Coon Rapids goes on to win the section title 8-1. They'll play Wayzata in the quarterfinals Thursday morning. In Section 4A, Heritage Christian Academy meeting St. Agnes for the title. Top of the first, the Aggies' Nick Turch singles to right field. Ryan Hernandez scores the first run of the game. Later in the inning, Jack Pawson drops in another base hit to right. Turch is in to score. The Aggies score 3 runs to lead 3-0 after 1. Turch is outstanding as a pitcher. He fans Christian Pieper in the third inning to keep the Eagles off the board. Turch throws a complete game for the Aggies. And they played 4 runs in the 6th inning, including 2 on this hit by Hernandez. St. Agnes wins 8-0 to force a second game in the double elimination tournament. In game 2, bottom of the second, after a leadoff hit for the Aggies, Mark Franz strikes out the side for Heritage. Franz is solid all game, but in the bottom of the 5th with the runner on second, St. Agnes' Jay Gutzman with a base hit to throw home off the mark. Hernandez comes home. It's called safe on a close play for a first run of the game. And the Aggies probably would have had at least one more on this shot by Nick Turch, but a great diving catch by the Eagles' Joel Vershek ends the inning and keeps it 1-0. Great grab. Heritage can't do anything with the bats, though. Pawson is solid in relief. St. Agnes wins 1-0, and they go to the state tournament.
Providence Academy looked to work back through the losers bracket in Section 5 2A. The Lions needed 2 wins over Delano in the final to get to state. Providence looks good early. Pitcher Jesse Barron strikes out 5 of the first 6 Delano batters. The Lions give Barron some run support. Nick Pruden singles to right field. Jacob Braun scores. And it's 1-0 Providence in the second inning. Third inning, and Providence looking to add to its lead. Max Baird with a hard ground ball to third. The Tigers come home, and Ryan Tapany is out at the plate. A big out. It remains 1-0. That helps swing the momentum to Delano, and this doesn't hurt either. Hunter Hart blasts a 3-run homer to right center. That makes it 3-1 Tigers. In the 5th, Delano adds to its lead. Zach Muckenhern wallops a 2-run shot, this one to right center as well, and this makes it 5-1 Delano. Top of the 6th, and the Lions try to put together a little rally. Dan Fafinski will walk with the bases loaded to score Baird, and it's a 5-3 game at this point. But Delano gets those runs back and more in the bottom of the 6th. The Tigers played 6 runs in the inning, and they go on to win it 11-3. So, John, some good runs there for Heritage, and Providence falling just a little bit short.
And like Maple Grove and Providence found out, it's tough to have enough pitching to come back through the losers bracket in baseball, that's for sure. Time for a quick break. Next up on Sports Jam, action from a big week of state tennis plus section lacrosse championship.
Hands it over, Verbatim right to the front, and she scores.
Welcome back to Sports Jam. It was quite a week for local tennis teams and players.
That's right. 3 local teams made the tournament, and all 3 finished in the top 3. Wayzata meets Lake Conference rival Minnetonka for the Class AA team title. Starting with number 1 doubles, Wayzata's receiving serve. Jack Graven will put a nice passing shot down the line as he and Steele Kowalczyk beat Brett Erickson and Blake Farland 6-4, 6-4. Jason Kabarowski and Derek Jakeway serve for Wayzata in the second doubles match. They lose the first set to William Lindfors and Peter Schlangen, but they bounce back with points like this one. Watch the placement on the lob as the skipper's duo is caught with both players up here. Wayzata's guys win it in 3 sets. To number 1 singles, Joel Richards serves for Tonka and tries to come in, but Dustin Britton's backhand passing shot is too good. Britton beats Richards, who later in the week won the state singles title. To number 3 singles, Matt Tropsch is in the near court for Wayzata, and he disguises this one well, going down the line for the winner as he beats Jonah Salita in straight sets. Wayzata sweeps Minnetonka for the title. Maple Grove beat Elk River for 3rd place. In Class A, rivals Breck and Blake meet for the state title. Number 1 singles, Miles Tang for Breck, Charlie Adams for Blake. Tang comes to the net, but a great passing shot by Adams for the point. Later, it's Adams coming to the net, and he'll drop in a volley winner, and he takes the match in straight sets. The second singles, Joey Gamer serving for Breck. Kavir Kumar with nice touch on the drop shot coming for Blake. And Kumar executes a perfect serve and volley as he rolls to a 6-love victory. First doubles, Kai Scalarud serving for Blake. His partner Taylor Parr will get a volley winner. This match is tight though. Austin Wong will whip the return winner for Breck. Wong and Tucker Schoblad take it 6-4, 7-5 for Breck's only team point. Blake wins the match 6-1 as the final, and the Bears are Class A champions.
After the team competition, singles and doubles play took center stage. Local duos made the finals in Class A and AA doubles. Class A, David Alper, Brenham Wong of Breck in the near court facing Blake's Taylor Parr and Kai Scalarud. A couple of returns here before the Bears hit in the net from Mustang's point. But Blake wins the match. Rally between the teams here before Wong hits a return long for a Blake point. Scalarud and Parr win the Class A doubles championship for Blake, 6-2, 6-4. In Class AA, freshman Nick Beatty and senior Jack Graven of Wayzata played for the championship. Beatty serving here to Highland Park's Malik Canop-DeFreitas and Aaron Wilson. Beatty and Wilson trade a few shots, and then Beatty able to rip an overhead smash for a point. This is a good match. Beatty and Graven won the first set, but DeFreitas and Wilson take the second one, 6-2. Getting a point here as Graven's return is hit long, and the teams go to a third set. And that's where the Trojans duo wins it. Graven does the work on this point, battling Wilson before delivering a nice backhand winner for a key point. Beatty and Graven win in 3 sets to cap a great week for Wayzata boys tennis.
I mean, it's great, to put it simply. It's been crazy, and it's all been a blur, and I guess, yeah, it's just been great.
I think winning team, that was a great feeling, and then winning this also, it's incredible. Like, I have goosebumps right now. I can't even, it's incredible.
In state softball, the Maple Grove Crimson beat Bloomington Jefferson 2-1 in the Class 3A quarterfinals, but a semifinal loss to Prior Lake put them into the 3rd place game. Maple Grove ready for action against Forest Lake. The Crimson get an early run as Taylor Bratton single to left scores Sammy Sadler, but the second runner trying to score, Josie Roll, is thrown out at the plate. It's 1-0 after the first inning. Pitcher Sydney Smith dances out of trouble in almost every inning. She gets Jennifer Zadar in a comeback with a runner at third to end the top of the 5th. In the bottom of the 6th, Tess Wilner's bouncer to second is booted. Sarah Michael scores, and a roll comes home too. It's 3-0 Crimson heading into the 7th. But Smith's luck runs out in the top of the 7th. With a runner aboard, Alexa Bremer tags one to deep left, and this one is gone. A 2-run shot for Bremer as the Rangers fired up, and they're within a run at 3-2. And Michaela Waters comes through with a clutch hit down the 3rd baseline, 2-run score, and Forest Lake wins it 4-3. A number of lacrosse teams in the area played for section championships last week, including the Armstrong girls. The Falcons in white against Mounds View. Heather Kaluzniak gets to the front of the net and scores just under 4 minutes in. It's 1-0 Armstrong. Callie Reinhardt takes the pass here, and she'll go to the net. Gets the first of her 2 goals in the first half and makes it 3-0 Falcons midway through the first half. Haley Holdall spins free to score her 2nd goal in a row to make it 6-1. Armstrong in command, but it's 6-3 at halftime. And Mounds View rallies to within 1. Jenna Olson weaves her way to the net to score here. The Mustangs pull within 7-6, and they have the momentum. But Armstrong regains control. Kaluzniak flips it to Mari Verbaeten, and she goes in to score. Armstrong's headed to state for the first time with an 11-8 win. In the Section 7 Girls Championship, Champlin Park upends Coon Rapids 8-5 in the title game. Maple Grove lost to Elk River in the Section 8 Girls Final. Neither local team was seeded for state, and they didn't get easy draws. Armstrong faces number 2 seed Blake at 3 o'clock Tuesday afternoon, followed by Champlin Park against top seed Eden Prairie. We'll hear from the Rebels later in the show.
On the boys' side, the Wayzata Trojans had their hands full in the Section 8 championship. They faced Orono in the title game. Second quarter with the Trojans down 4-3. Grant Long, after a nice spin move, deposits the ball into the lower corner to tie things up. Trojans trail 5-4 at the half, though. With 6:30 to play in the fourth quarter, the Trojans are still down by 1 until Brian Mahu finishes up there and scores, tying it up at 9. 40 seconds later, the Trojans up a man. Sorensen, Alex Sorensen to Mahu who scores, and Wayzata's in front 10-9. Minute 12 to play. Orono's Alex Gross takes it from behind the net, beats Trojans goalie Aaron Peterson, and that evens it up at 10. This game is tied at the end of regulation, and in overtime, Gross takes the ball up the wing, gets by the defender, and buries his fourth goal of the game, sending Orono to the state tournament with an 11-10 win. Champlain Park's boys win a thriller 12-11 in overtime. They beat Blaine for the Section 7 title. They'll face Totino Grace in the state quarterfinals.
A rainy start in the Section 5 title game between Totino Grace and Mounds View. Grace goalie Jack Byrne misfires on his pass. Alex Vidgems takes it and sets up Jake Hubsch for the goal, and it's 4-2 Mustangs. The Eagles come back in the third quarter. Joe Thieler finds Alex Johnson, and he speeds in to score for a 5-4 Totino Grace lead. A great effort by Hubsch, though, ties things up as he gets the shot away while falling and scores. It's 5-5 with just over 7 minutes left. With time winding down, Totino Grace gets the clincher. Good passing, and Joshua Genovich lines it up the long shot and fires it in. Totino Grace wins the section title 6-5.
It was just like pure emotion. I didn't like have anything to say. I didn't know what to do. I just kind of yelled really loudly and ran to my team, ran off to the sideline and celebrated with them a little bit, knowing that we were going to go to state for a second year in a row.
You know, our team worked hard all year. This was kind of one of our goals at the beginning of the season, and it feels really great to reach it.
Some games really coming down to the wire, Jay.
Yeah, it seemed like just about all of the section finals involving local teams were really close in lacrosse. Up next in our Sports Jam Spotlight, the Wayzata boys golfers are set to shoot for a title after a strong season.
This week, the Wayzata boys golf team is aiming for its 4th state title in 5 years. The Trojans are young, but this group of golfers has experience playing in big tournaments and is hungry for another title. Here's Jason Melillo with our Sports Jam Spotlight.
Wayzata junior Jack Holmgren is the only Trojan golfer with state tournament experience. But that doesn't worry Wayzata coach Alan Christofferson.
They've played in enough tournaments, they've played in enough playoffs. They've been qualifying throughout the year and throughout their years. I feel very confident in putting them out there. And, you know, there's going to be some butterflies, and we're going to embrace those butterflies. We're going to embrace the anxiety and know that it's part of the experience. And then we'll move forward.
In fact, Wayzata's 6 golfers on the postseason roster are all underclassmen, 3 of them from the same family. Along for the ride with Jack Holmgren are his younger brothers, sophomore Will and 8th grader Van.
It's fun. It's actually they're doing well this year. I mean, my 8th grade brother is playing phenomenal. My middle brother Will, he's had slightly a tough year, but this last section tournament he really came through for us. So it was really awesome to see that. I just don't like to get beat out there by him. It's just to be honest.
I know this year I struggled at the beginning of the year, but I finally got there where I beat my brothers in the sections, in the last day of sections at least. But it's always competitive. I mean, every night, I know Van literally won't stop talking every time he beats me. Going to bed, and he's like, hey, Van, or hey, Will, nice round today. And it's like, thanks, Van. I know you beat me. You don't need to brag.
Like most teams, Wayzata got on the course late this spring, but the Trojans were always practicing and always practicing together. And right now, from 1 through 6, Wayzata is probably playing its best golf of the season.
I think we're the best team out there, and we're ready to win it. And we just have one guy plays bad, another guy will play good, and we're always backing each other up. 4 guys are always going to play good for us, so I think we got a good shot.
There is an air of confidence that Wayzata golfers carry onto the course. 5 state titles will do that. But the Trojans also don't take anything for granted. They know the history of this program and have learned from the golfers that have come before them.
Guys like Cal Beversdorf and Tyler Lowenstein, growing up behind those guys and just learning from them, seeing how good of players they are, competing in state, going out and watching them has helped me a lot, and I think bettered my game.
From Kyle, I've learned that you just gotta be focused all the time. You gotta be competitive, and you just gotta go out there every day thinking you're gonna do well. Lowenstein, he's an aggressive player. He's a nice guy. He's just a competitor, a brawler, so you gotta go out there. And I mean, all these guys, they're great guys, and it's just fun to learn from them.
Now it's time for this current group of Wayzata golfers to make a name for themselves. State title number 6 is just 36 holes away. Jason Melillo, 12 Sports.
Wayzata's first golfer tees off at 7:30 a.m. Tuesday at Bunker Hills. Jay is back in a moment as he talks state boys and girls lacrosse with Champlin Park.
Welcome back to Sports Jam at State Tournament Week in lacrosse, and both the boys and girls teams from Champlin Park are part of the field this year, and we're joined by one captain from each team. We'll start with the boys and Joe Dawkin, goalie, and, getting a victory over Blaine in that section championship game, avenging a loss early. How big was that for you guys?
Oh, it was huge, and just like losing from them in the beginning of the year, our first game by 1 point too, like it really like made us come out that much harder, and it made it like that much more satisfying that we won. So like it was a huge win, and everyone's really excited about it. So yeah.
It's been a weird spring weather-wise. Obviously a slow start because of the late spring, but how much fun has this team been to see it build even just over this last month and get better and better and get to this point?
Yeah, in the beginning of the season, the weather wasn't like on our side, so we were practicing in the gyms, but I feel like that really like made us a lot closer as a team. Like being inside together for like a couple of weeks like really like made us closer, and we're already like a really big family, so it like that, and I think that aspect like really helps out a lot in the field. So
what's the key for you guys at state? What do you have to do well to keep the Rebels moving into that winner's bracket?
You know, I always tell everyone, it's like just like we have every single game, like keep doing what we're doing. You know, everyone, we're a team full of grinders, so we'll get it done in the end.
Is it kind of cool having both the boys and girls in the tournament too?
Yeah, that I never like, 'cause I think this is the first year that we both made it, so like that's really cool to like have like both of the lacrosse teams in the school going to state. So yeah, it's really special.
Joe, have fun in the state tournament.
Thank you.
And Margie McNamara with the girls team, maybe a little bit more of a surprise possibly on the girls side to be in the tournament, but how much fun was it to beat Coon Rapids in that section final for you?
Oh, it was so fun because even last year we had a tough loss against them because we had them in the first half, but ended up losing. And even this year we had that, we lost only by 2 with their top player out, but we came back and showed them that we could be the better team.
I know your team lost some to graduation last year, but how proud are you of the way this group has kind of rebuilt and gotten better so quickly like this?
Well, I'm so happy with our team because we lost 3 of our top scorers, and we had half of our team scoring all the goals, so it's good for all of us.
A little hard to know, what to expect from some of the teams you might see, but what is sort of the outlook at state for the Rebels? What are you guys aiming for right now?
Well, we need to stay positive, that's for sure, because we have troubles with that, but at the end of the season we've been positive and it's working for us.
Do you think your program is going to continue to stay strong too because of things like this? You see some of the younger kids getting interested and saying, wow, we want to be part of that.
Yeah, I think we're still going to be building this. It's going to be good next year too. We're not losing that many players, and we're going to continue to build it, so it's going to be good.
Congratulations on getting there, and have fun at state.
Thank you.
Margie McNamara of the Champlin Park girls lacrosse team, Joe Dawkin from the boys team, the Rebels in action Tuesday and then Thursday with state tournament play this week. We'll be back to wrap up Sports Jam for you in just a moment.
And that's it for the show. We'll see you next week here on Sports Jam.